underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
This is the worst thing this offense could imagine, is turning the football over in a playoff game on the road. Already an underdog, and I love the aggressive mindset to put the ball in the air and be confident in who you are. You just can't turn it over on this big of a stage like that this early in the game.
The offense now has great field position to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game. He's able to do that right here.
Second down after that previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Buckeyes will line up now. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now is set to send this one away. Not fielded cleanly. It's a loose football. Bengals offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Moves the ball up to the 30.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And the ball is picked off. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Finding some room at the 25. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
It's a keeper all the way and a really solid gain. Kirk, this defense was worried about stopping the QB run today.
Yeah, with a guy like this as a defense, you got to add an extra guy down into the box area because of the threat of his legs. If this offense is smart, run this guy maybe 8 to 10 times a game because it puts so much pressure on the opposing defense. That was a great play.
Stop at the line, still a few yards short from pay dirt. The Buckeyes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
With the PHC, they take a 14-0 lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 1st down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Graves. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Oh, and he fumbles. Looks like the defense has it.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And looking for a big play here. Touchdown, Ohio State. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after, up and good. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. That dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's going to take off.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down on the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the 2nd half.
Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. And moves the ball to the 35, and another 1st down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this 1st down on that 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every position.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Incomplete. They cannot connect.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Pass not complete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Looking to throw again. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
That's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed on that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Ball handed to the running back. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the back gets the football. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend.
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. The Buckeyes looking to run some tempo here. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Looking to pass. It's strong. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Important 2nd down play coming up.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. Quarterback drops back. Looking for his big tight end. Can't connect downfield. Incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Now it's 2nd down here. Ball handed off. The ball is loose. The offense recovers the fumble.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. And the quarterback dropping back. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the 1st down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Here's the 2nd down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's got a receiver wide open here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the football. Contact as he threw it. Here's the target, and it's complete. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it, finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And they've got the returner corralled. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. To throw, it's Strong. Pressure is coming. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
He's back to throw again on 2nd down. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Looking to chuck it again. Close to the tight end. And it's incomplete on 4th down. The offense will now take over in plus territory.
Why in the world did the offensive coordinator and head coach decide to go for it inside their own red zone? That's a peculiar choice for this offense.
The shotgun handoff here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Strong. Looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete. Reach, a little too much on that throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
That's reeled in. It's Graves. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice.
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 45. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's caught inside the 10. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. 1st and goal, a good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Second down and goal upcoming. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, they're getting closer, but they're obviously thinking that this is 4-down territory. At this point in the game, trailing the way they are, they've got to come up with a play to put this ball into the end zone.
One more play before they head to the locker room. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. The offense still on the field with 3 seconds to go. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. He's hit as he throws it. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Boy, this is a huge score. Not only to cut into the lead, Chris, but just psychologically to be able to score like this. You go in at halftime, you make some adjustments, you get ready to make a big comeback now in the second half.
PAT is good. They cut into the lead. It's 35-14. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors for our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this 3rd quarter underway. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? First play of the drive, they look to the right. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Looks to the left for a quick throw. And he pulls it in for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with a tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Play action here on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
Incompletion makes it second down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Bringing pressure. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
I don't mind the play call, Chris, to throw the football, but you got to realize you got to get it out of your hands quickly. It's 3rd down and short. Great chance to be able to convert. Instead, it's a sack, and now you're facing 4th down.
Head coach stays aggressive after failing on the last 2 4th down attempts. Play action fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. So 1st and 10 for the offense after a costly 4th down penalty on the defense. There's the handoff. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after the completion.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
3rd down, out of the shotgun. The pass rush closing in. He's hit right as he throws it, and complete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Here's a gamble. Head coach keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Trying for a 4th down completion. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. They finally get him down, but an explosive play. The offense in business now at the 24. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it again. He escapes the sack. He's going to pull it down and run. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Hello, Mr. Defensive Coordinator. You may want to account for the quarterback. Are you kidding me? A quarterback scramble for this many yards? You got to make adjustments. Account for this guy's legs.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
The coach is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on 4th and goal here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
And they tack on the extra point. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to recover the football. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
2nd down play coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
There you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looking for his big tight end. And it's complete downfield. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a 1st down as the clock runs down here in the 3rd quarter. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
An inside give now from the shotgun. And tackled after a small pickup there. Third and short now for the offense for the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
Mid kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. Return begins inside the 10. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your...
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long. Now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
In the clear at the 25. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. And they finally bring him down at the 5. The offense really threatening now.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a 1st and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
They're able to get him down.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe hold them to 3 points.
3rd and goal, try to make it on the ground. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, no surprise there. They gave it to him one more time. The defense is able to come up with a stop. Listen, this guy's already got 3 touchdowns on the game, and he looks hungry for number 4. Give it to him again.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure